Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films, back again with Game of Thrones. Last time on Game of Thrones, we had The North Remembers. What do they remember? They never specifically said The North Remembers. I assume they are remembering the death of Ned Stark. Really nothing else to remember. Anywho, we had if I can speak, we had the premiere of Season 2. It was pretty cool. Got stuff with a comet, stuff with Stannis, Lords of Light, bastards, daughterfuckers, stuff like that. Sansa, Bran, names, all that sort of stuff, all that good stuff, all that interesting stuff, and a lot of cool moments. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. Let's keep the discussion focused on this episode and previous episodes of Game of Thrones that I have reacted to. With all that being said, let's get right into episode 2 of season 2. Here we go.
This beer before I skin you.
How are you going to do that from in
choose his
there?
companions. These two, they have no courtesy. Men must ask forgiveness.
At least he's polite.
You're called Ari.
Just move on.
This man has the honor to be...
Yoren said none of us were to go near those three.
They don't scare me.
Well,
When you're stupid.
yeah.
Scare me.
But you should freaking... You need to learn to follow. That's what John was taught.
What a gold collector.
Royal warrant. Or one of these gutter rats you're transporting.
Man, they caught up fast.
That puts them beyond the reach of kings and queens.
Wow.
It's a
Yeah,
funny
you
thing.
gonna try that?
People worry so much about their throats that they forget about what's down low.
Woo! That's,
Eyes sharp and
that is
displayed
threatening.
before breakfast.
How unspeakable of me to go on and on when all you want to do is rest. I will leave you.
Okay, now he has an in with
to King's
Tyrion.
Landing, my dear.
Good
the city
job.
is made bright by your...
I don't like threats.
Who threatened you?
I'm not Ned Stark. I understand the way this game is played.
Ned Stark was
Yeah.
a man of honor.
And I am not. Threaten me again, and I'll have you thrown into the sea.
Damn. That's pretty
You
good.
might be disappointed.
A free and independent kingdom of the North.
Man, she loves ripping paper.
He has more spirit than his father, I'll give him that.
You've perfected the art of tearing up papers.
I know,
Given
right?
his father's bones.
I was holding her hand when she left this world. She farted so hard the old bed shook.
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't 2 or 3 be enough for him?
We were having a serious discussion.
About farts?
Would you look at that?
Don't look at that. That's
Nothing
the
like the sight
point.
of a woman walking away.
Oh, that's cool. Ghost listened. Now, Sam, run. I don't like
All
this.
right.
No, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like
Did
this.
frighten you? Oh,
Right.
Right.
Go, 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 go,
sorry,
go, 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 go,
I just
go.
wanted to make sure you weren't hurt.
Just go before someone gets pissed and John has to come bail you out. Just go, 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 go. Turn around. Go, 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 go.
You're very brave.
Get it over with. Oh, thank God we cut to something else.
She's one of Craster's daughters. Hello, Gilly. What are you doing?
Sam said you could help.
Help with what?
Sam knows we're not supposed to. Pregnant.
And?
What do you think Craster cuts off for that? I can't steal her. She's a person, not a goat.
It's an excellent point, but you have to
We're heading deeper and deeper into wildland territory.
let
We
it
can't
go.
take a girl with us. I'm sorry, Sam.
Answer's
We
no.
can't help her.
Okay, good. Thank you, John. He's gonna do it anyway. That was the most tense scene, and nothing like that happened. The Nightlands. Okay. You don't have the rest of the body, do you?
And this one wasn't making me any money. I hate bad investments. Idiot.
Okay, so we're not going to try to comfort her. We're going to
They haunt me.
threaten her to get back to work.
You've heard the awful rumors about my brother and sister.
I don't listen to filth.
No, that's good of you, but you have heard them.
Yeah, don't
I
try
suppose
to
people
deny
who
it.
do believe that filth. And seeing as you betrayed the last hand of the king, well, I just wouldn't feel safe with you lurking about.
My friends at court will not allow this. The Queen herself
The
granted...
Queen Regent. And you're a fool to believe she's your friend.
Ooh,
We shall hear what
yeah.
Joffrey has to say about this.
No, we shan't.
I command you to arrest this cutthroat.
His name is Bronn, and he is the new commander of the City Watch.
Wow.
Boys,
Well, isn't he glad he bet on
I
Tyrion?
have friends at court.
Two men fighting isn't a battle.
Yeah, that's not...
They had armour on.
Still not a battle, that's just a...
So, if they got armour on, it's a battle.
No, it isn't.
It's just a fight.
What was a guy's...
How do you know he was a knight?
Because he had armor on.
Well, because he's got armour on.
You don't have to be a knight to have armour. Any idiot can buy armour.
How do
Yeah.
you know?
Because
Because
he
I've
has
sold
armor.
armour. The hand of the king.
Dead Stark.
Hands of the king. Lord Arryn came first.
Oh,
A few weeks
yeah.
Before he died,
It
and
would
then
be
Lord
both
Stark
of them.
Came a few weeks before he died.
Yeah.
Stuck.
I thought they were after you. Why?
Can
Did you kill
keep a
someone,
secret?
or is it just because you're a girl?
I'm not a girl.
Yes, you are. Do you think I'm as stupid as the rest of them?
Stupider. The Night's Watch isn't... My mother was a lady, and my sister,
But you were a lord's daughter, and you lived in a castle, and... Look, all that about cocks, I should never have said. And I've been pissing in front of you and everything. I should be calling you Milady,
Do not call
Oh.
me Milady.
as Milady commands. Well, that was unladylike.
Oh, wow. Actually worked. Oh, I like them.
I have a proposal for my father. One that will make him king again. And me after him. You can tell your grandchildren about this night.
I don't imagine it'll be a story fit for children.
Yeah, so... Okay, what are you... What? Kings? How many freaking kings? They...
I'd have my son dressed as a whore.
What's wrong with
Fears
gold?
have come true.
I know it's the Iron
Starks have made you
Islands, but-
theirs.
I forget nothing. I remember my brothers. And I remember when my father was a king.
The king of what?
Yara?
So good to see you, brother.
Oh.
This is a homecoming I'll tell my grandchildren about.
Oh, dear.
She's commanded men. She's killed men. She knows who she is.
Alright, so cool. We got some women's rights going on
Man gives
in
me
the
a
Iron
crown.
Islands. Too many kings. So were you siding with Joffrey?
Lannisters on your own? Who said anything about the Lannisters?
Yeah, he's teaming up with the Lannisters. With Joffrey, so... Way too below it.
When we take the...
I'm not going to rape her. I'm going to fuck her.
As if she would just let you.
You don't know how persuasive I am. I never tried to fuck you.
Stannis is the rightful.
Well, I mean, this guy's entertaining, but...
The one true God. I've been all over the world, my boy, and everywhere I go, people tell me about the true God. They all think they found the
Yeah.
right one. The one true God is what's between a woman's legs, and better yet, a queen's legs.
Ooh.
I never thought you'd have a true believer for a son.
Yeah, he's young yet. I promise you the gold. I promise you the glory. I cannot promise you the queen.
You're gonna have to do that on your own.
You believe your king can win?
He is the one true king.
You Westerosi are funny people. Man chops off your fingers and you fall in love with him.
How
You're the
can
most
you think
honest
that
smuggler
Stannis
I
will
ever
win?
met. Make me rich.
Like, okay, Joffrey's never been on the battlefield, but Tywin has. Renly's never been on the battlefield, but he's got a ton more men. And you're also dealing with Robb Stark.
It wasn't you who gave the order, was it?
Joffrey ordered it.
Joffrey didn't even tell you.
You have
Didn't
no
tell you.
control on him.
I imagine that would be even worse.
He did what needed to be done.
Did he?
You want to be hand...
She was my mother, too.
Mother gone. for the sake of you. There's no bigger joke in the world than that.
Damn. Jeez. What the...
And she's given you nothing. No sons. Only stillborns. Only death.
Yeah, why don't you go ahead and have some bastards, Stannis?
I will give.
I guess you do need a son. Because if you die, the throne goes back to Renly. Like Craster? John. That is Craster. Oh, John. John, don't. John's gonna fight whatever's out there. Can he make it in time? Huh? Oh, crap. Oh, you dick. God, crap. Dang it. Freaking Craster. That was a White Walker, wasn't it? Dang it. Freaking Craster's got White Walkers. I mean, I'm assuming that's a White Walker. Jeez, hang on. Freaking try to stay in frame. That's a good idea. Ugh. Alright, that was episode 2. Pretty good. Bit of a slower episode, I will say. I don't know, I don't want to say, like... I mean, I obviously don't want to say that was, like, a filler episode, because it wasn't. Obviously, none of these episodes are filler episodes. But I will say that it felt like a very intermediary episode, maybe. Like, you know, we're just kind of keep going, continuing some stuff, and we'll get into other stuff next episode. If that makes any sense. So, yeah. So freaking Craster has... I don't know. Craster sends out... I'm assuming that baby was a boy, and he took the boy out and left it to die, basically. And it was found by a White Walker. I'm pretty sure that's what that was a White Walker. But then he just knocks out John. What is that about? I don't know. Well, I mean, I guess he doesn't... I don't know, maybe he's gonna try to kill John. Who knows? Okay. I wrote down King/watch. That's basically because I wrote that down because of the first scene with the Men of the Night's Watch, or not the Men of the Night's Watch, but the people that were going to the wall to the Night's Watch with Gendry, and Arya, and Yoren. So that was interesting that, like, because he said, like, well, we're going to the wall, we're going to, you know, we're part of the Night's Watch, so there's no king or no kings or queens or anything have any influence here. It's like, whoa. Which I guess makes sense. Why would the king or queen, why would anyone care about the wall enough to do anything about it? Like, at the very, like, the most that I feel like they do is that they send men to the Night's Watch, but that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I don't know. That was just an interesting thing they said. I wrote down new commander with Bronn, which I've been told that I need to call that guy Bronn, because, well, his name is Bronn, and not to confuse the name with Bran, because Brandon Stark, because I was confused on the pronunciation of Bran. I didn't know, like, because of the accent stuff, I didn't know if they said it Bronn or Bran or or whatever. They say Bran. This dude's Bronn. That's good. We're all good there. So, yeah. He is now, like, the new commander of, like, the City Watch or something. Like, he's now in charge of, like, basically the watchdogs. Like, what are they called? What were they called in Rome? Some sort of guard. What were they called in Rome? Like the Emperor's guards in Rome. Like in ancient Rome. What were they called? Ooh, why can't I remember this? I'm gonna look it up, actually. Yeah. It was something. What was it? Oh my gosh, the internet cannot take any longer to load. This is taking forever, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to... Open the friggin' Chrome! Are you... This is driving me crazy. Just open the internet already. Would you just open the internet? Just open! Am I losing my mind? What's happening? Just open! What the garbage? It does not take this long to open Google Chrome. What the heck? I'm sorry, I didn't mean for this to happen. I didn't mean for this to turn into me waiting forever to open the internet, but it just will not, it's not opening. Oh, here we go. Watch, it's going to open 4 new windows. It's taking forever! Hurry up! Yeah, it's going to open 4 because I clicked on 4 of them. Oh my gosh. Google Chrome, I hate you. Ugh. Get on with it. Just, no, just open like a normal program. Stop, why garbage, Jesus, ugh, no. Praetorian Guard, that's what they're called. I spent all this time because I wanted to look up what they were called. It's the Praetorian Guard. Oh, if I had just remembered that in the first place, we wouldn't have had to go through that. Okay, so Tyrion appointed Bronn as head of, because I don't remember their name, I'm just going to call them the Praetorian Guard. That's pretty cool, actually. But, and it does make sense for him to do that, because he even says, like, well, you know, you sided with the Queen and, you know, killed all the men of the former Hand of the King. I don't trust you. So he gets rid of him because he can, because he's the Hand of the King right now. So that's pretty interesting. So I like that. Then we got the Iron Islands. Another king. Another king. I guess he's going to be an independent state again. We got more independent states, but he doesn't want to... But he's going to be rallying... He's going to... ally himself with Joffrey, which is interesting. You know, there's finally someone who doesn't ally with Robb Stark, basically. Because I get the feeling that Renly will, because I think it's in Renly's best interest to ally with Robb Stark. So that's, I don't know, the Iron Islands are weird, man. But it is interesting that his daughter is going to be leading his armies against Robb Stark. That is very interesting, and I like that. You know, they're saying it's like, well, you know, I'm your only living son, I should do it. It's like, I should... lead your army against Joffrey. And it's like, well, no. First off, I'm going against Robb Stark, not Joffrey. Second, screw you. You're more Stark than you are my son. So I'm going to have my friggin' daughter take up arms against the Starks. So that was cool, but yeah, really strange. I wrote down Stannis versus... It's like the pirate said. It's like, Stannis is at horrible odds. Like, seriously, and I know I talked about this last episode, but it's still true. Like, it's still true. Because, they said, like, well, Stannis is an accomplished, he's an accomplished commander. He's proved himself in 2 different wars. Whereas Joffrey and Renly neither of them have ever stepped foot on the battlefield. And it's like, that's true. You're still going against Robb Stark, which is a problem. But guess what? You also have the smallest army, and the guy with the biggest army is your brother Renly, who has 100,000 troops. I don't think that... And he even said it himself, it's like, he cannot take Renly on the battlefield because he has too many troops. He is horribly outnumbered by everyone. And he's fighting everyone. That's the main problem. Is that he's fighting Renly, which is already a problem. That's already a problem in and of itself. But you're also fighting the Lannisters because you're trying to depose Joffrey and become the king. And you're trying to take down Robb Stark because you believe he's trying to steal half your kingdom. Which is stupid, by the way. Because Stannis, with the smallest army, they said that, he has the smallest army, is going against his brother who wants to be the king. Okay, that makes sense. He's going against Joffrey, who's not even the true heir to the king. He's not the heir of Robert Baratheon. Stannis is. So, okay, that makes sense. So that means taking down all the Lannisters. Then you're going against Robb Stark, your only potential ally. I'm sorry, but I don't see how Stannis can ever win this. I feel like Stannis is going to go out, fight, and get his ass kicked. I'm sorry, but Stannis, because they brought him up last season. They brought him up last season that, he's such an accomplished, soldier and commander and stuff. And they even said last season, like, I think they said something like Cersei is kept up at night because of Stannis Baratheon coming to claim his throne. Coming to claim the crown. But he is at the worst odds that he has to fight, that he, with his small army, because they even said in this episode that he has the smallest army of everyone in the war. He has to fight the Lannisters, he has to fight Renly, and he has to fight Robb Stark. All 3 of them, they send some forces over, they go, they kick his ass, they resume their war. With probably, I'm assuming, the Lannisters biting it next because I just have this sneaking suspicion that Renly will ally himself with Robb Stark. Because it makes the most sense. Even though he does have 100,000 troops, I feel like it would still be in his best interest. So that way, once, they finish the war with the Lannisters, that way he doesn't have to then go fight Robb Stark. So, that's the thing. And then the last thing I wrote down was Joffrey, because they revealed Joffrey gave the order to kill all of Robert's bastards. Tyrion just assumed that Cersei did it, but then there was a pause, and then he pieced it together in his head. It's like, Joffrey gave the order. You didn't even know about it. So, that's crazy. So, Joffrey gave the order behind Cersei's back. I think I don't know. I feel like the writing's on the wall. She has to realize that she's losing her control. She has no control over Joffrey. Joffrey does whatever the hell he wants. As we've seen with the order to kill Robert's bastards and the order to kill Ned Stark. She doesn't have control over him. Or at least not the way she wants. You know, maybe she has some control, but I think she doesn't have enough. She doesn't have a good control over him. That's the thing. So, yeah, very interesting. I'm wondering how that will play in. Because she doesn't have a control over Joffrey, and she doesn't have a control over Tyrion. You know, she can throw as many insults his way. She doesn't have control over him, and she doesn't... And if Tywin Lannister returns to King's Landing and takes up the position of Hand of the King, she won't have control over him either. It's like, I feel like Cersei is like losing anything she had. Like, any amount of control she had it's gone. So, that was pretty much all I wrote. Another great episode. They've all been great episodes. Can't wait to see what will happen next time. Bit of a surprise in store for you guys next time, which, you'll see. It's nothing like, it's not really going to be anything in the video, but, I do have a surprise for you guys for next episode. So, I'll see you all then. I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Game of Thrones reactions, you can click on the playlist right down here. You can check out these other videos I have right over here. You can hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. And you can follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you later.